Hello everyone, this is Kevin, your entrepreneur, and why oh why does Uber have to keep raining on my vacation? Really, I just want to watch season 2 of F is for Family. That's all I want to do. I get 2 episodes through, and there's like a little ping from all these people letting me know that BuzzFeed found leaked documents, or I don't know, actually they didn't find, they were given leaked documents from former Uber employees about UberPOOL, which actually show that through most of 2015, Uber was actually subsidizing UberPOOL by over $1 million each week in just San Francisco. Just San Francisco. In fact, there was even one month where they spent over $6 million subsidizing rides for UberPOOL, a service that they are hell-bent on pushing on people, even though both passengers and drivers hate it. Like, really, really hate it. Absolutely hate it. Well, I'll take that back. Passengers like it so long as they get their discounted ride and the car to themselves. The second someone gets into the car with them, they don't like it so much. They don't. And Uber drivers don't like UberPOOL because they don't like getting sucked into what is essentially an endless loop of cheap rides where they're getting one fare for it. Now, of course, when you look at these documents, you have to wonder, why would Uber risk losing so much money on it? And the answer is because Uber had, lofty dreams. They probably still have lofty, some would say delusional dreams of basically the service turning a lot of money, because it kind of does. That was the original upfront pricing for Uber. Yes, people pay a discount for a ride, but the idea was that, there'd always be 3 or 4 people in the car, each paying a fare on top of the other. So while the driver was making one fare driving all these people around, one discounted fare driving all these people around, well, Uber would be collecting 3 or 4 fares. They would be discounted, but 3 or 4 fares. That's a lot more money than someone paying one fare to get their own car. That's why they push so hard to make it the default option, and that's why they're trying to attract people. But here's the thing. I have never been under the impression people like UberPOOL. They only like the money it saves them. In fact, when I briefly did UberPOOL, and I don't anymore, will never do it again, every time someone called to pick up another person, they would always offer me $5 or something to not take that ride, which might be one of the reasons that now the app automatically accepts the next ride. Who knows? Who knows? But that was the idea anyway, that this is how it would eventually happen. But that's not how it has worked out. People, once they figured out what UberPOOL really was, they largely stopped using it. Drivers don't pick up many UberPOOL rides, if any at all, and the ones that they do, they're giving their passengers 1 star on the mere basis that they've even used UberPOOL. And most people don't even know how UberPOOL works, where even when I was using it, I would have to turn rides away because someone would call UberPOOL, I'd show up, and they'd have 4 people. It's like, no, you need your own car. And of course they would tell me, but that's more expensive. Well, I don't care. You need your own car. This is how UberPOOL works. UberPOOL works 1 or 2 people at most. You do not get to put in 3, you do not get to put in 4, 1 or 2 people. That's it. Heck, one time, someone called the UberPOOL, a lady and her daughter, and you know what? There was a student that's like, oh, we qualify for UberPOOL, but they had 23 Easter baskets that they were bringing to a family get-together. And that meant you had to use those seats to put the Easter baskets. And I told them, you cannot use UberPOOL for this. You need your own car. And she's like, but it's more expensive. I don't care. You think I care? I don't care. In fact, I spent so much time arguing with her that I just ended up canceling the ride and collecting a $5 fee. It was ridiculous. And, then of course she called me on UberX, and I'm sure she gave me a low star grade. But you know what? Whatever. So it's a good thing Uber is not public, because these are the type of stories that really makes an investor pause and wonder, what is wrong with this company? Now, of course, I will make this video. I am thinking of ways that UberPOOL probably can be more attractive to passengers and drivers, and heck, even Uber themselves. But the way it stands now, it's not a good product. In fact, all of the former Uber employees that you have talked to who were there when they launched UberPOOL, you know, apparently in Uber itself, nobody likes UberPOOL either. They know it's a scam. They know nobody wins from it. Uber has not really profited what they thought. Well, how can they? I mean, again, just San Francisco. What about the rides they're subsidizing in New York City, Miami, Florida, Los Angeles, California, Seattle, Washington, wherever the heck else it is Uber subsidizing these rides in all these other cities? Are they actually losing $100 million a week on UberPOOL? Guys, Travis, it's a bad product. It's not going to be successful. You need, I mean, look, I understand that you need to incentivize people to try the service, but this isn't working. The product isn't making money. It's just losing you money. And this is one of the reasons Uber has resorted to the upfront pricing scam that has gotten them into so much trouble with drivers, passengers, and lawmakers. They couldn't figure out how to make this work with, basically, they couldn't make this work legitimately. So they're stealing extra money that they are not entitled to. And that's how they're trying to make their money back. However, I keep reading reports that this upfront pricing brings in like an additional $8 to $10 million. That's not going to work if you're still subsidizing UberPOOL. And on top of that, the report shows that when, you know, Uber couldn't give the discount on top of UberPOOL, they lost a lot of passengers to Lyft. And this is one of the reasons why Uber should have never gotten the public this accustomed to low prices from the get-go, because it is true. People care about low prices, but the prices always needed to go up. They always did. But you get them so low, you get them rock bottom solid low. You get a ride for Uber that costs less than a meal at McDonald's. People expect that forever, and that was never a realistic goal. It never was realistic, and now they actually have to do it. And I know we're not getting paid the extra money, but Uber is going to continue to raise the prices, whether they're paying us extra or not. You know what? I don't know. But they now realize they have to start raising the price. They have to start making money, and people don't want it because they got used to these super, super low prices. That's one of the reasons, and the drivers knew this. Most of us driving knew this was going to come back to bite them. Like, hey, you know what? These prices, they're not going to last forever. You don't want to get, and here's the thing, these low prices, they should have promoted them. Hey, this is a promotion to try Uber out. They should not have been the norm. Once they became permanent price cuts and the permanent price change and the norm, now they're going to be they're in serious trouble when the prices go up. And that's how you really lose customers. So, anyway, what do you folks think? Does any of this news about UberPOOL surprise you? I would love to know. Comment below. Like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoy this channel, consider becoming a Patreon member or buying some swag through the Great Media Universe store. And as always, flame responsibly. #DeleteUber.